drawings, communicating what is needed when on site, making sure the drawing is actually delivered. We were initially wondering, is it possible? First came into our office, we felt, would this really work? I'm Suparna Bhalla. I'm the principal architect of Abaxil Design, New Delhi, and we have been in practice for the past 25 years. So, production. How do we manage production? As in, it has to happen in a timely manner and it has to happen in an organized manner. The management tool that we are talking, which is SAMS, which was introduced to us when it first came into our office, we felt, would this really work? Could this actually replace, say, a gatekeeper, as you would have it in the office, who just keeps organizing, drawings, communicating what is needed when on site, making sure the drawing is actually delivered. So yes, we were initially wondering, is it possible? Can this happen? And can it happen in such a simple way? So a digitally controlled sort of mechanism, which was what SAMS was offering to us, became very, very lucrative and something that we wanted to try. SAMS came up with this really interesting module for us, where we were able to go to sites, our drawings would be updated, and the latest drawings would be actually on our devices, on our simple phone devices. And they would be shared with site also. Really appreciate them for was this our network with vendors. Now, no architecture practice in this country really survives without that ecosystem, where the vendors and the architects have to kind of work together, because the products that they produce are the products that we get to use as building materials or interior finishes, anything, you can name it. So what they came up with was a QR code system, where we have vendors who can upload their catalogs onto the SAMS portal, where we can access these various catalogs, all their products, and without having to constantly meet and constantly request or constantly demand. We could send out even our request deliveries. We could request them to send samples. We could request them to actually we could actually even place orders. Okay. So people in our office would fill up timesheets, which we would assess on a weekly basis, even though we get a daily report of what the timesheets are actually saying. We make sure people fill up their own timesheets. They are free to do that. We are just like checking if the data is actually compatible with like I said, the economics of the project. Sometimes we found most times that we were overcompensating certain projects because we were not actually managing the fee very well, or site was having management issues. So we extended this sort of timesheet thing onto sites also. So SAMS came up with this really interesting module. I think more than, let's say, it's a tool for efficiency that everybody knows. But I think more than that, it has made our office a better place, a systemic place, removed from the bias of being humans and thinking of somebody, of people as beyond their work. So I think what SAMS does is it brings in a way of thinking in the office where you prioritize not just design but the delivery of design. And I think that's why it's very critical, because in today's world you can't just be a simple designer. You have to be a person who's able to deliver that design on site as well, because AI can simply create all those images that people are talking about. but to actually deliver it requires architects. So I think that SAMS is that tool that enables us, that enables architects to do their job not just better, but to keep it at best, which is very important.